for this Glenfarclas cross-country chase with the 32 fences ahead of them. Quickly to the first, and Balthazar King lands in front, just nodded on landing though. Sizing Australia and Hello Bud going up his inside with Double Dizzy handy. Wedge of Party is also on the sharp end under Jacqueline Cowart. Orfeda Bland, the white colours round the inside under Jan Faljazek, followed by Midnight Haze as they clear the second. Then Double Dizzy and Nicola, Uncle Junior, Try Catch Me, Outlaw Pete further back with Deutschland, Another Jewel. Then Bahrain Storm, Vincitori and Noble Commander would be the back marker as they make their way towards fence number 4. This is the Aintree fence they're approaching, and Wedge of Hardy is out in front. Orfeda Bland towards the right on the inside. Hello Bud and Sizing Australia wider out. They'll be angling across as they go towards this fence. Double Dizzy's out wide of Nicola. Wedge of Hardy, the leader, went right through it. A blunder from Outlaw Pete further back in the field, made a serious mistake, and now they run downhill across the centre of the racecourse. They're well strung out. Another Jewel is quite a bad last in these still early stages as Wedge of Hardy leads the way to Sizing Australia. Midnight Haze has gone up to join them in the noseband. Hello Bud right on turf for the Grand Horse. He's been a past winner of the Scottish Grand National. The Velka Pardabika winner, Orfeda Bland, is about 5th as they cross the racecourse proper with Balthazar King in the red jacket. Also in red on the inside round this next right-hand turn is Nicola, followed by Vincitori. Try Catch Me, who's often a front runner as they head up to the white timber rails. On the incline now, this is fence number 9 they're taking, and so Wedge of Hardy jumps it safely, and they all appear to be safely over that, and now they're heading towards a right-hand turn, and then they'll head across the top of the racecourse towards a number of hedge fences. Wedge of Hardy comes in to take this big hedge from Midnight Haze. Sizing Australia towards the left on the inside. Balthazar King, close up is Hello Bud, then Orfeda Bland, followed by Nicola, and in the white cat Bahrain Storm. Try Catch Me tracks the leaders with Double Dizzy towards the inside round this turn as they race on towards the next. The biggish hedge fence there, and Bahrain Storm jumped it very slowly. Another Jewel is still continuing at the rear of the field. So a little right-hand turn and onto the next. Wedge of Hardy with Balthazar King jumping up very well indeed on the outside there. Midnight Haze is between the two, followed by Sizing Australia, and then Hello Bud and Nicola and Orfeda Bland. They're tracked by Bahrain Storm as they jump over the bank this time, and they're all safely over with at the back Outlaw Pete and Noble Commander. Now down a little slope towards the water jump, which is surrounded by spectators, and Midnight Haze is going to lift off in front. Midnight Haze took the lead there in the hands of Nick Schofield from Wedge of Hardy. They're quite well strung out as they come to the end of their first circuit and approach the cheese wedges in front of the stands. Fences 15 and 16 here. An awkward double, up and down and up again, and Midnight Haze and Balthazar King from Wedge of Hardy with Hello Bud close up, Sizing Australia and Nicola. They've mostly handled that well. Another Jewel is still detached at the back of the field. Second last is Outlaw Pete. Third last is Deutschland as they swing left-handed and now go out on their second tour of the cross-country course. Balthazar King and Midnight Haze disputing it from Wedge of Hardy and Hello Bud. Then Nicola, close up with Sizing Australia. Orfeda Bland still well in touch. They're followed by Uncle Junior, who's making some ground in a purple jacket from Bahrain Storm and Double Dizzy. Noble Commander some way off them, together with Try Catch Me, Deutschland, Vincitori. Then Outlaw Pete as they now rise over the bank in a different direction this time. The leaders handle it safely enough. Bahrain Storm was a bit slow and didn't land too well. Another Jewel is still at the back of the field. Heading now towards the crossing of the racecourse once again, with 14 left to jump, so they're just about past the halfway stage in terms of jumping. And Wedge of Hardy again lifts off just in front, trading the lead with Balthazar King and Midnight Haze. Hello Bud is right there on the inside as they head right-handed now and on towards the next. Another hedge fence, Wedge of Hardy the inside of Balthazar King. Then Hello Bud and Orfeda Bland is very handy indeed, that white jacket. Then Nicola behind these. Midnight Haze is still in touch in the noseband on the inside from Sizing Australia. Uncle Junior beginning to stalk them. And then Double Dizzy. Vittori has been pulled up as they jump this next hedge fence. After Double Dizzy it was Bahrain Storm. And so on across the racecourse once again towards the next, drawing towards the end of their second circuit. And Balthazar King leading the way by a length and a half to Hello Bud on the inside. Then Orfeda Bland well in touch with Sizing Australia as once again they take the water jump, and Balthazar King is giving Richard Johnson a tremendous ride here as they swing back in front of the stands and on towards the final circuit now. And Balthazar King really beginning to jump well from Hello Bud in second with 10 to jump. Orfeda Bland's in touch, so too Sizing Australia and Nicola. Wedger Pardy, who made much of the early running, is back in about 6th or 7th. Then Uncle Junior and Midnight Haze. Double Dizzy, Outlaw Pete tracks these from Deutschland, and then at the back is Bahrain Storm. A long break to another duel, and Try Catch Me looks like being pulled up, and so too Noble Commander, who's hopelessly tailed off. So now they head along the side of the course again. They've got 8 fences left to jump. They head up the hill towards the Aintree jump, then they'll swing sharply left-handed back across the centre of the racecourse and finish off with 2 stuffed hurdles. Balthazar King having a real cut at them from Hello Bud in second. Orfeda Bland is third. Then Sizing Australia on the far side in the red cap. Uncle Junior has made steady headway in the hands of Patrick Mullins as they jump the next. Balthazar King led by a couple of lengths to Hello Bud. Orfeda Bland, then Uncle Junior, followed by Sizing Australia. Outlaw Peters improved. Nicola on the extreme left, Midnight Haze, and they're followed further back by Wedger Party and Double Dizzy and Deutschland as they approach Aintree now, and they're moving a little wide, looking to get across this fence and cut the corner. Balthazar King, a perfect jump there in the hands of Richard Johnson. He presented the horse perfectly at the fence, leads the way by 2 lengths to Hello Bud. They're on their way home with 5 fences left to jump. Balthazar King went through the top of that from Hello Bud. Uncle Junior coming there strongly all the time, getting closer with every stride. Hello Bud took a bad step just at the crossing. Then Outlaw Pete in touch as well, and Uncle Junior challenging Balthazar King as they jump 3 out, and now they're going to race on to the final 2 flights of hurdles and onto the racecourse. And Balthazar King from Uncle Junior and Outlaw Pete seem to have it between them at the second last. Balthazar King was a little bit untidy once again. Hello Bud is back in 4th. Orfeda Bland can't pick up. Then Sizing Australia, another duel for late progress, but rounding the final turn, Uncle Junior, a past winner here. He was fairly well beaten in the Velka Beaker, but he prefers it here at Cheltenham by the look of things, and it's Uncle Junior who's drawn right away from Balthazar King at the final hurdle. Uncle Junior safely over. Balthazar King is trying to fight back with a furlong left to travel. Then Outlaw Pete back in 3rd. They're miles clear of the others, and a very nice ride here by Patrick Mullins, who bided his time on the way round and timed his run to perfection, and Uncle Junior comes readily clear to win the Glenfarclas cross-country chase. Balthazar King, another bold shout over the course and distance in 2nd place. Outlaw Pete was 3rd. Then came another duel who never got into it at all, was never closer than at the finish. Hello Bud, Sizing Australia, Midnight Haze, Deutschland, Wedger